In their latest efforts to expose wasteful government spending, OpenTheBooks took a deep dive into the renovations of the United Nations building in Manhattan, New York. Adam Andrzejewski is the founder and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, and he joins us on this Friday. Good morning to you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Jan. Great to be with you.
OpenTheBooks took a look at the cost of renovations at the United Nations building. I cannot believe how much these renovations cost. Let's take a look very quickly. $2.3 billion. Nearly $1 billion over budget. Oh my goodness. Why so much?
Well, the American taxpayer has been very generous with the United Nations. We're the United Nations' largest funder, so certainly we deserve to give oversight to how they spend money. Look, Jan, back in 2005, this project was budgeted initially at $1.2 billion. By 2008, their projected cost overrun had ballooned the cost of the project up to $1.9 billion. The construction ended in 2017 after great disruption to the employees, and the total price tag of that was $2.3 billion. The American taxpayer had approximately $750 million that we funded of that project.
Wow. Well, back in 2005, Congress actually held a hearing regarding the UN renovations project. Then real estate developer Donald Trump had this to say about the project. My producer was able to dig this up. Take a listen to this.
So this project at $1.2 billion will cost, in my opinion, $3 billion. In my own opinion, however, in my real opinion, it should cost approximately $700 million.
Well, that was back in 2005, if you can believe that. So, again, he said it could be done for as little as $700 million. What else did he warn of as a real estate developer during that hearing?
Well, he thought some of the prices, for instance, like the architect was charging $44 million. He called that ridiculous. Then the architect quit, and they had to redo the entire architectural plan. Trump had redid the skating rink in New York, Woolman's skating rink. It was $21 million over 7 years. They couldn't get it done. Trump stepped in a couple of months, for less than $2 million, he finished off that skating park. He said he would do the United Nations building for $400 million. He would work for free. He considered the UN building just a big skating rink, and he could come in there and get it done. He said every single major slimy contractor in New York would find the UN. And Senator Tom Coburn asked him, and what would you do with those contractors if you were the UN? And Trump said, "You're fired."
Wow. And can you imagine if that project was started today? With the cost of inflation right now, it would be astronomical, even more than probably that billion extra dollars that we saw. But through your research to track down wasteful government spending, how often do you see taxpayer dollars used to renovate buildings with such a hefty price tag like that?
Well, all the time. And government isn't a good steward of taxpayer dollars when it comes to construction. And Jan, it's not only about the construction dollars, but it's also about all those ancillary costs. For instance, like furniture. In 2017, our auditors, we looked at the Obama administration at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and we found that they spent $100 million on brand new luxury high-end furniture. They moved from one building to the other. They said the lease on the new building would save taxpayers money. But guess what? The EPA is now moving back to the old building. And I hope we don't get another $100 million worth of high-end luxury furniture cost.
Taxpayers, pay attention. All right. Adam Andrzejewski with OpenTheBooks.com. We appreciate you joining us on this Friday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jan.